Okay, there we go. All right. Welcome, everybody, to Brandy's Tupperware Party. My name is Bonnie Alexander, and I'm so excited for you guys to be here. Are you happy to be here? Say yes.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So tonight we are going to talk to you a little bit about Tupperware and all the new things that we have, and we're so excited that Brandy has joined our team. And so I have the kit here, which is the same thing that she has, that she received from Tupperware, and all of you are going to get a special gift when you place an order or date a party to help her get going and get started in her business. So Brandy, thank you so much again for having the party tonight. We're really excited to have you as part of our team. So we're going to go ahead and get started right away with the grill, because this is one of the gifts that Brandy is getting free for joining our Tupperware team. This was our activation offer, and the grill is a revolutionary product. It is something that's totally different, and no one has anything like it other than Tupperware, and it is a grill that you use in the microwave, and it has these susceptor plates, has one on the top and one on the bottom, and they will heat up to 450 degrees in 2 minutes or less. So within 2 minutes, these susceptors are extremely hot, and they're going to cook everything. And of course, it does have the metal, but it also has the silicone on it, and there is two different ways that you can use this in the microwave. One way, you can put it in the casserole position where it's standing up, and the other way is the grill position where it goes all the way down onto the food, so it's actually touching the top and the bottom of all your food. So tonight, we wanted to share this because Brandy is super excited about having this. So we're going to make one of our pies in here, and this is a little bit different, and this is a recipe that when I was a kid we used to make this in the oven, and it took about 40 minutes at 350 degrees, 375, so it took a long time. Now we can do this in the microwave super fast. So we're going to use the can opener, which Tupperware has a top lifting can opener, and so what you do is you open the handle, put it onto the can, and it's actually grabbing that, and then you just twist it around. Now this is a great way to open your cans, but if you ever had carpal tunnel, might not be the best way, so I always open mine like this. Open the handle, and your can is actually open, but you use your little jaw here on the front of your can opener, open the handle, put it on there, slide it shut, and it just lifts it right off. So you don't have any sharp edges, which is great when you go to throw this away in your recycling or your trash. You don't have to worry about that cutting through the bag and cutting anybody's hole or anything. It's cutting a hole in the bag and then cutting your leg because there's no sharp edges. So that makes it really nice for you. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this and we're going to use our silicone spatula. Tupperware has the best spatulas. They are heat resistant up to 450 degrees. Yay! So you can use it for all your cooking. If you are somebody who likes to cook with your spatula when you do your eggs, or if you're doing any kind of dish, you can use that spatula in your skillet. You don't have to worry about it melting. The other great thing about our spatulas, and I'm going to grab one that is clean so that I can show you, it does come apart. So you can just pull this apart. It won't come apart easily, so you don't have to worry about it doing that in the middle of mixing, but it does come apart really nicely for cleanup, and then you can use that to get down the bottom of your peanut butter jars or your jelly jars, or you can even use that end to cut brownies. You can use it for all kinds of things, but it does come apart, so it's nice for you. We're going to use half of a regular cake mix, or if you buy the Jiffy cake mixes, you can use that. We're going to sprinkle that over the top of your pie filling, and you can use any pie filling. We like to use blueberry a lot. So this one is actually cherry, so we're going to spread this around. Got our cake mix over the top here. And then we'll shimmy this around a little bit. And then we melted a stick of butter. And this is our micro pitcher set that's currently on sale. You have your 2 cup and your 1 cup.
You can just leave it.
Butter. You put that on the top, microwave, and then everything will
just
melt.
Leave it right under the TV.
Splatter all over the TV.
I can't help you right now.
Pour that butter over the top. Yummy. Can't have too much butter, right? Break that out a little bit.
Just put it under the TV.
No. Go. Move that around. Okay. And then we're going to take the top of the casserole, or top of the grill. We're going to put it in the casserole position. So we're going to turn it this way. And we're going to pop it into the microwave. And I don't know if you could see that, but there's your butter on top, and it's all melting in really nice. So we're going to take that, put it in the microwave. Do it for 13 minutes, and then we are all set to go. And so what we're going to do now while we're doing that is we are going to talk to you guys a little bit about some of the other pieces that we have in the kit and things that we have here. So if you have questions, of course, you can always ask during the party. We want you to jump in anytime. And if this was a regular home party, I would have my Tupper bucks out and I would be paying you for your questions. And I wouldn't be doing this cooking. You guys would be doing this. I'd have you use the can opener and the spatula and putting that all in. And then I would pay you with the Tupper bucks to participate in the party. And then at the end of the party, you would use that money to bid on pieces of Tupperware to take home tonight. Okay, so just something fun and different. And we want everybody to have a good time. And the only way you know if you love the Tupperware is to use the Tupperware. And let's do it before you invest in it. That way you know for sure, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I know I'm going to absolutely love it. One of the centerpieces of the kit, and anytime you go to a Tupperware party, you're going to see our Power Chef system, because this is the most popular item sold in the United States and Canada, right here, the Power Chef. It is just like a food processor. It mixes, it chops, it stirs, it does everything, but there's no power cord. And we have our little motor here in the top, and when you pull on that cord, it spins the blades around, which are stainless steel, and it's going to mix everything up and chop everything up super fine for you. The more you go, the more you pull that string, the faster you go, the more it's going to chop it up. It does come with a funnel, so if you're doing something like icing, you want to get the right consistency, you can actually drizzle your liquid, your milk, your vanilla, your water right down in there as you are mixing. That way you get the right consistency and you don't have to take it apart. I don't usually use my funnel, so we're going to take that out. We'll slide that across and close that up. And you'll also notice that these come apart. Take the top off here, and you have your stainless steel blades. Now you do have in the base, this is your fill line right here. And you want to make sure, especially if you're doing really hard stuff, that you don't overfill the container, because this is a really great product, but it is not a KitchenAid mixer, guys, okay? It is a fantastic product that does a lot of stuff, but you don't want to overwork it. It'll work really good for you for a very long time, but you want to make sure that you are minding that fill line. You don't want to go over, at least at the beginning. Now, if you're doing something like salsa and you keep adding stuff and it gets up a little higher, you're going to be fine. You just don't want to fill this clear full of raw potatoes or carrots or broccoli and then try and do that, because it's just too much for it. So mind your fill line right there. And it also has the measurements on the side here. So we're going to do our chocolate mousse, and we won't even have to measure the mousse or the liquid, the heavy whipping cream, because we can just see the measuring line right there. Like I said, it comes with the stainless steel blades. It has the ring on the bottom, so that peels off, and when you get yours, that ring is going to be on the inside. Make sure you take it out, put that on the bottom, and that's your skid guard, so it doesn't go all over the place as you're trying to chop everything up. So that does go on the outside. It also comes with the plastic whip, and that's what we're going to use tonight to make the chocolate mousse, and it just sits in there the same way the blades do. Again, these are stainless steel. They're extremely sharp. So be very, very careful when you're washing them, when you're storing them. You got the kids running around. Make sure that these blades are put up where they're not going to cut themselves, because they are super sharp. So tonight, we're going to make our heavy whipping, or we're going to make mousse. So we're going to use 8 ounces of our heavy whipping cream. So we're going to pull that out, and we're going to pour in our 8 ounces of the heavy whipping cream. Here we go. We've got 8 ounces of that. And then we're going to add to it, put our whip in now, and we're going to add to it some cocoa. And we need 1 tablespoon of the cocoa. And did you know that Tupperware has measuring cups and spoons, of course, but that they are rated the most accurate of any company from any measuring set that has sold? Tupperware has the most accurate. Who knew? So this is your measuring cup or measuring spoons, and see, they snap together, so you don't even have that ring. They just snap together, and then you can pull them off as you need them, and your other ones will just sit right there. And they'll go right on your countertop, so you can get it all ready, and then the kids can come over and they can help you do your cooking too. So they'll sit nicely on your counter, and then the kids can help by dumping it in. So we need a tablespoon of that, and then we're going to get our modular made super oval here, and we're going to put 2 tablespoons of powdered sugar in here. So there's 1. And again, if you guys were here, I would be paying you to make this recipe so that you could see how great everything is. And we'll put this top one here. Rotate that down. And also, I want to show you that when you go to clean this, take your citrus peeler here, and you can pop this apart. And your cord is up in the top. So anytime you go to wash this, make sure you pop it apart because you don't want to have that damp in there, and then you might get water in there. If it doesn't dry out, you might get mold. So always pop that apart. This bottom piece you can put in the dishwasher. Usually the top part, it doesn't even get dirty, but you can wipe it off if you need to. But I don't really recommend submerging that in water because you're going to have all that liquid stuck in there. So just take your citrus peeler, your butter knife, put it in there, twist, and it pops apart. And then you put your little motor guy on here, snap that in, and you just start pulling. And it just takes a minute here. And if we were using the blade and we were chopping up like raw potatoes, carrots, onions, tomatoes, anything like that, you would want to start with short, quick pulls. And make sure when you're pulling that you're going straight out. You don't want to go up. You don't want to go down. Believe it or not, you start pulling and you go down, you'll be rubbing a mark right into the plastic. So just make sure you're going straight out as you are whipping this up. Oh, and you got to make sure you use your left and your right because you wouldn't want this muscle to be stronger than this muscle. So you got to get an equal workout. And it's almost done. It's not quite thick enough, so we're going to do it just a little bit more. But this is a simple recipe. It's a great little treat for the kids or for you. Oh, yeah, look at that. Look how that whipped that up. Just like that. And right now, we do have our whip attachment for sale. It's in the sale flyer. So you can actually use the other attachment if you'd like, and it will do it even faster than this. But this whip comes with it all the time. Slide that over there. We use our spatula. And if you guys were here, you would see how yummy this is. But look at that. That was just 8 ounces of the heavy whipping cream. You want to keep that cold with the cocoa and the powdered sugar, and you can even sprinkle a little cinnamon in there, or the cinnamon vanilla seasoning. Put a little in there just to give it that little extra flavor. It's so good. So just a simple recipe. And if you weren't going to eat this right now, maybe you were saving it, the Power Chef also comes with a seal, so you could seal this up and stick it in the fridge, which is really nice, especially if you're doing like a dip, or you're doing salsa, or you're doing chicken salad or tuna salad. You can mix it up, seal it up, and throw it in the fridge. Or if you're doing ice cream or smoothies, you can make that up in here, put your seal on, and stick it in the freezer so it gets nice and solid. So it's really great that Tupperware has given us that seal along with our Power Chef, because then you can store it. But we'll probably eat this right away. Really no reason to have a seal because we're going to eat it up right away. Right, guys? Okay. Does anybody have any questions about anything that we've done so far, or any of the pieces that we've used? Do you guys have any questions?
No.
Everybody's good? Okay. Fantastic. So we're going to move that over here to the side. I do want to share with you a little bit about our fridge smart. Now, I don't know about you guys, but when I come home, when I came home from the store, I would open up my refrigerator and I would pull out all the fruits and vegetables that were bad, and I would throw them in the trash, and I would put new fruits and vegetables all back into my refrigerator. Anybody identify with that?
Yes, and this is my favorite product ever.
Oh,
yes.
Fantastic. Okay, so you know exactly what I'm going to say. When you put your fruits and vegetables in here, they are going to last 2-3 times longer than if you just put them in the fridge. And there's a couple of reasons for that. Tupperware has this atmosphere controlled system, and what it does is it controls the amount of air and humidity flow over your fruits and vegetables, and it's all with this slide right here on the top. And what you do is you look at your chart here, and you have all your different columns, and in the little corner, you have your half circle, you have your solid circle, you have your open circle, and then you have your X. The X items are things that you should not store in the refrigerator, okay? Things that have the solid circle, that means they don't need very much air at all. It's actually going to close off that air. The half is for the things that need just a little bit of air, like your lettuce, your green peppers, things like that. And then you have your high breathers. They need the most amount of air, like your broccoli. It really needs to breathe. So you would have that in that open circle, and it allows the most amount of airflow to go in there. Plus, on the bottom, you have your ridges. So as the natural condensation forms, your food goes down, or your liquid is down in there, and your food isn't sitting in it rotting because you don't have that flat bottom. The worst thing that you can do is have your water in that liquid. And for those of you who go to the store and they've got those misters going, like at Walmart or Kroger or wherever, they have those misters going for a consumer, that's really bad. Because as soon as water hits your produce, it starts to decay immediately. Which is why things like strawberries, most people know they don't wash their strawberries until they're ready to eat them because they're going to go bad really fast. Well, all of your fruits and vegetables, that same thing happens. It's just that it's not clear. It's not quite as fast as a strawberry. So don't wash the things that you aren't going to eat right away because the water makes them decay faster. So when you bring them home, if they are wet, get them dry, put them in here. If they haven't been wet, perfect. Don't wash them unless you know you're going to use it up really fast. Things like grapes. Our family's kind of funny. Sometimes we eat it really good, sometimes not so much. So I usually take half the grapes, I wash them, put them in a Fridge Smart, and those are ready to go. And they can eat them. And then I have a second container that has the grapes that are not washed. So I know those are going to last. I buy the romaine lettuce. Typically, I can keep it like 3 weeks before it goes bad. Again, I don't wash it at all. I just stick it in my Fridge Smart, put it in the fridge. Something else that you want to do is don't use those drawers in your refrigerator because, you know, let's face it, it's kind of like a coffin because most of the things you pull out of there are dead, right? They're all yicky. Sometimes, you know, your celery's doing the hula because it's all soggy and it's wet and it's gross. You know, you've all had the onion you put down in there and it's a mess, right? So we call that the coffin drawer. So don't put any fruits and vegetables down there. Number one, it's usually too cold. So the stuff is freezing to death. It also can't breathe. So put your fruits and vegetables in your Fridge Smart, put them up on the shelf. Number one, your family will see it. What they see, they will eat, okay? And we're the same way. Same thing for us. We see the carrots, we see the broccoli, we see the cucumbers. We're going to eat that versus the other stuff. So you want to put it up on the shelf. You'll see it. Plus, they're in their Fridge Smarts, and they are breathing, and they're going to last a lot longer. I just can't tell you how much money you will save by using the Fridge Smarts. They work really good. My mom has bought celery before Thanksgiving, used it at Christmas and Thanksgiving, and she just told me 2 weeks ago that she kept her celery from before Thanksgiving to the last week of January. And there was a few leaves she had to pull off, of course, but that celery lasted from the end of November to the end of January by having them in a Fridge Smart. Now, that is a great money saver. So this is truly a super investment for your kitchen, for your family. You're going to save a lot of money, and that's going to pay these containers off super fast. Do you guys have any questions about the Fridge Smarts?
No.
Everybody's good? Okay.
Good.
So this is the small, deep container, and this is the one that Brandy has in her kit. And you can buy them individually, or we have the sets. So it's a great half price item. So, you know, when you host a Tupperware party, you get half price items and you get free. So you can get some free. You can also get the set as a half price. And wow, what a value for your family to be able to get that whole set as a half price item. I heard the microwave. I think we should check it. Okay, so let's grab that. Now the outsides of your grill, they can get pretty warm. So you want to be careful and make sure that you are definitely not touching any of the metal pieces. Make sure you're touching the silicone parts because, like I said, it's going to get really warm. You can even use your towel or your hot pad to lift that off. Oh my goodness. Guys, look at this. Wow. 13 minutes. Ooh, my edges. Of course, it's a little, you know, it's like a cobbler. So, of course, it's a little soupy, so I don't want to tip it too much. But look at that. Cherry cobbler surprise in 13 minutes in the microwave. Yay! We're going to let that sit over here. I wish you were here. It smells so good. Now your top, again, like I said, is really hot. And you'll notice that the great thing about this is everything just wipes right off. So it just comes right off. This is like a non-stick. And you also want to make sure that you never use anything metal, no metal utensils, no scratchers, anything like that, because you can damage that finish and that would void your warranty. So you want to make sure that you're not using anything metal, you're not scratching that up. Always use like your silicone utensils or your wooden spoons, things like that, when you're getting stuff in and out so that you don't have to worry about scratching that finish. But basically, your cleanup with this, everything just wipes right off. It is non-stick. We have made hamburgers in there. My kids make French fries in it. They get the frozen fries out of the freezer. I'm going to put this down. Look at the frozen fries out of the freezer. They will do a layer of it in there, put that down in that grill position, and they make their own French fries in the microwave. So you could do that with any of your Hot Pockets or quesadillas. You can do your chicken. You can do your vegetables. We did the blueberry cobbler at Raleigh. I know you guys love that. So many things to do with that grill. It's absolutely amazing. And when you join Tupperware in February, you can get it as their Say Yes offer. Whenever you host a party, you can get it free or half price. Or join us again in Tupperware, even if it's not the Say Yes. It's part of our Confident Start program that you can get it free, Brandy. So you could get another grill for free through your Confident Start program. Okay? So I have a couple gifts for Brandy because she's our fantastic hostess tonight. And so I have for her, the first thing that I have is our little serving bowl, and you get this for having your party on the original date and time. So yay, Brandy, you get your first little bowl. She gets another bowl because her friends came to the party tonight. So say thank you to my friends.
Thank you.
She gets another one because she had orders from people who couldn't come to the party. And she gets another one because she did such a great job of getting her guest list and getting everybody invited. She really did a super job. So she gets her fourth bowl for doing that. So this is your first set of free gifts that you get. She also gets our little smidget. And our smidgets are the Tupperware smallest bowl. Now, do you guys have smidgets? And if so, what do you like to do with your smidgets?
So we keep, my husband keeps all of his little, we have tacks and push pins and, safety pins and little things that get lost easily.
Oh,
and
yes.
The kids like them to put their little, whatever they're doing. They think that they're awesome because they're small for them.
Absolutely. Yes, definitely. When we travel, I put earrings and necklaces in them because they don't get tangled up. They don't get lost. You don't have to worry about it coming apart in the suitcase or the bag. It's really good for that. You can put a Walmart bag in here, especially when our kids were little. Yeah, it's really awesome. Put a Walmart bag in here because you never know when you're going to have an emergency. So we would keep one in the diaper bag and one in the glove compartment, and boom, we've got a bag for those emergencies.
Wow, that's a good idea.
They're really good for packing your lunches, any of your condiments, anything like that, so you have them for your lunch. This one actually has money in it because we want you to know when you join us in Tupperware that you make 25% of everything that you sell. So you always get that 25%. There is a nickel in here because when you do 2 to 3 Tupperware parties in a month, you get an extra 5% bonus. Then we have the dime because when you have 20 hours a month, 20 hours in a month to put into doing your Tupperware parties, you can get a 10% bonus. And then we have the penny because Tupperware just makes sense. It saves you time, money, space, taste, and waste. Everybody should have Tupperware, and everybody should try the Tupperware opportunity to get all of this great stuff absolutely free. So if you are thinking about having a Tupperware party, I will have a little smidget for you. Brandy has some in her kit, and for any of her friends that decide to have a party, she will give you a little smidget for helping her get started in her business because when she has $500 in sales this week, she's going to get a free Vent and Serve set from Tupperware. And she's starting to work on her Confident Start program. And when she has 3 average size parties in her first 60 days, not only is she going to be making money, but she's also going to get her kit paid off. Because when you join us in Tupperware, which is in the back of our catalog, you get this entire set for $99. And you only have to put $39
Who's that lady?
down.
Wait, who's that lady?
Hey,
who's that lady?
Is me! Yay! So not only do you get everything pictured here, but you even get me for real because I'm going to help you get started in your business. So it is a great program. And when she has that $1,000 in her first 60 days, she only had to pay the $39 to get started. Tupperware is going to pay the remaining $60 off. And we want Brandy to get her kit for $39, right, Brandy?
That's right.
That's right. Okay, great. So we have all of that. So if you are thinking that, gosh, I need to make a little money for our summer vacation, or I really need to pay off that credit card, we can help you with that in Tupperware. If you are thinking, I really would like to make a change in my life, I would like to do something different, I really want to have my own business, I want a career, we can help you with that too. Because when I started in Tupperware, I went to a Tupperware party and I thought, well, what she's doing doesn't look very hard, and I really needed money to put back for Christmas. I had always been told, my parents had told me that, you know, you make a Christmas club, you take money out of every paycheck, you put that in your Christmas club, and then when it's time to go shopping, you have all the money you need and you pay for Christmas. You don't charge your Christmas. And so that was what I had always done. Well, I wasn't working full time anymore, and I just needed that little extra money to put back. So I started doing Tupperware parties, and sure enough, in just a few short months, I had enough money to pay for our entire Christmas that year. And every year since, it has paid for Christmas each year, not still that first Christmas. It really was every year. And now it has gone from doing our little extras to paying for our vacations and providing our vacations. And now I have my second free card from Tupperware, and we have traveled all over the world. We've been to Paris, we've been to Hawaii, we've been to France, we've been to Italy. We've taken our kids to Disney twice for free, all from Tupperware. So like I said, if you're looking for a little bit, we can help you with that. If you're looking for a lot, because this makes our house payment too. So I can help you do that too. And if you, like I said, if you are looking for that little bit, an average party, you make a little over $100. 2 parties a week, you're looking at making over $1,200 a month. And I know that can really help a lot of people. So be sure that you share that with everyone. And if you are interested, you can join Brandy and get that free grill as an extra gift for you as well, okay? So if you guys have any questions about anything, this would be a good time for you to ask. And when you have a party, oh my gosh, I gotta tell you, when you have a party, you also get free Tupperware. And right now in our current sales brochure, we have this incredible pink ice prism collection. Oh my goodness, look at this bowl. Is that beautiful? It looks like glass, but it's plastic. So if you drop it, you get to pick it up and use it when you have your seal on it, because of course both the bowls come with seals. We have our large and our small bowl. So you can pick it up and use it instead of mopping it up and losing it. That's the great thing about Tupperware. You don't have to worry about anybody getting hurt or anything getting broken, because you have these great bowls that are plastic, but they look like glass. And then can you see yourself on the patio, out by the pool? You've got your snacks, you've got your drinks, you're all set. So you can get this entire ice prism set for free. When you have a $600 party and 2 friends that decide to have a party, you can use your host credit and get that whole set for free. Or modular mates. I love the modular mates. I have lots of them in my kitchen. And when you have just $500 in sales and 2 friends that decide to have a party, you can use your host credit and get that entire modular mate collection that's featured in the back of the catalog absolutely free. And guess what? Brandy is going to get this host gift special for free when she has her first $1,500 in sales in the system. She's going to get a coupon. She can redeem it for this or our incredible vent and serve set. And you can't have too many modular mates, Brandy. So if you get this with your party today and you earn another one, it's okay, because you need lots of modular mates. So don't worry about that. They are the perfect storage system, and anything that you store in here, your dry goods are going to last at least a year. So your chips, your crackers, your pastas, put all of that in your modular mates. It keeps everything organized. You can see what's in it, how much is in it. So before you go to the store, open up your cabinets. You can very easily see what needs refilled. Make out your list, go to the store, come home, put everything in your modular mates, throw away all of the packaging, which is where the bugs are. You know, sometimes you can't help it. You bring home something from the store and it might have a bug in it. If you put that package in your cabinets, it's going to travel around, it's going to get in everything. But if you put your food in your modular mates, throw the packaging away, the bugs are eating the glue usually, so you'll throw it away with all your packaging and your food is safe. When you open up the modular mate, because it's an airtight container, if the bug was in there, it's going to be at the top because it came up to try and get some air. You're going to know it's bad before you ever use it. So again, you're saving a lot of money and a lot of time. You don't have to worry about searching for stuff, and you're saving on waste because things are staying fresh. So can't say enough about our modular mates. It's a great way to stock your kitchen and get organized too, okay? So to recap, if you decide there's a lot of great stuff you need, because we haven't talked about our fantastic breakfast maker, Did you know that Brandy can teach you how to make brownies in the microwave in your breakfast maker? Really great. And modular mates, and we have so many great specials, and there's always something new in Tupperware. So we hope that you will consider having a party to help Brandy get started, or join her in Tupperware because maybe there's a lot of stuff you want. You can just join us, make money, and build your kitchen at the same time. So do you guys have any questions about anything?
Great job, Bonnie. Thank you so much.
Hey, you are welcome. Now, if we were there together and we were doing our auction, at this point, we would get out our auction money. You guys would count it all up, and you would bid on your pieces of Tupperware. And a really fun thing that I like to do is have everybody keep a $1,000 bill. Keep that Tupper buck, and I would make sure that you had my name on the back. In this case, it'd be Brandy's name and number. And when you bring that Tupper buck back to the next party, I would give you some bonus money, so you'd be a little ahead of everybody else at the party. Plus, you'd have our name and number, so if you need something, you can call us. And remember, if that Tupper buck is the last thing that you are carrying around, you really need to call us because we can help you make real money doing Tupperware parties too. Thank you guys for spending your time with us tonight. I hope you learned something. We are happy to help answer any questions that you have. So have a great night, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.